Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in your now moment. And where's the my box has gone? Thank you for joining me in this now moment, either live or watching the replay. I'm Theresa from Tree Heart Art Design Authentic, or Love Authentic Me on Facebook or YouTube, same name. But every week we go live for a 20-minute, 15, 10, depends. Sometimes we do reading, half an hour at the most, meditation, guided and intuited, sometimes creative visualization, sometimes breath work, sometimes even a bit of qigong. Today is 4/4 when I am recording this energy container for you. So we've got that powerful energy. I love that essence of angel numbers. Evokes so much and speaks to me on lots of levels. If you are someone that numerology, I'm not a numerologist, but I do love that, then you will be, this today will be speaking to you. Oh, frog in my throat. The frog's going to be speaking, I think, for today. So later on we will be doing a meditation at 4 minutes past 4 UK time. 4 for 4 minutes, but we will be doing it slightly longer now. So later on for the peace meditation, if you're here for that, I will do that at 4 o'clock, which is UK time. But that will be recorded, and as all of meditations, and we come together, and especially on days like today, we create what they call the Maharaji effect, and we all come together with intention. So I'd like to get you to take some time in your day to just connect, to reset yourself, take whatever you need. Over on my page on Instagram this month, and back in 2020, in July 2020, I was doing this. I was getting people to connect for 3 minutes and just connect and take space, hold space to just observe what they're thinking, they're feeling, and allow for that, allow for it to move through you, to give yourself the space to deal with those emotions that may be coming up, to cry if you need to even. Though I like to try and keep it positive, sometimes that's when we sit and we allow ourselves to take that time, the emotions will come to the surface, and that's a good thing. Don't shy away from that. Let it come up, let it come out, so we can clear it out, just like a cold. Get it out, and then it can be cleared. So better out than in, my mum always used to say. So if you have something that you can direct your focus to, for example, if you'd like to light a candle and you don't want to close your eyes, then you can keep your focus and your gaze on the flame. Or if there's something in the room, an image in particular, like with my artwork, I do guided meditations that take you into the picture. So if there's something that you have, you can use that as your focal point. Otherwise, if it's safe for you to do so, close your eyes and allow yourself to get into a relaxed, comfortable, seated pose if you can. If you want to do in a standing pose, for whatever reason, say you're out listening to this in your earbuds on the train station, you can do that too, and you can just hip width apart. You don't need to look like you're meditating. You just focus within, focus your attention on the sound of my voice. But those of us, we close our eyes, we're going to go. I want to take you on a little journey in your mind with your imagination being the highest kite. So start to just focus your mind on your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. The breath is the quickest way to let go of any stress. If we're feeling any sense of being overwhelmed by things around us, everything's too much, this 20 minutes is meant to be for you to be able to just bring that back in, rein it back in, so that you can feel the power in your own control in this now moment. The point of power is in the moment, with your breath being the simplest way of doing that. Just breathing in, breathing out. And I'd like you to count if you like. Now, it can be any count, whatever you're comfortable. Some might want a 4 count, some a 9, depending on how long you've been meditating for. But as you breathe in, you get to the top. There's a little pause before you exhale. When you exhale, your exhale should be double whatever your inhale was. So breathing in and out. In and out. Filling up your lungs with oxygen. Out. Feeling the movement of your body. Tuning in to the subtlety of your breath and the movement of your body and your lungs, your lung capacity, your stomach. Really tune in to you, the aspect of you that is in awareness of all those things. The person that's observing, and observe what you're feeling, what you're thinking. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are the observer. Sometimes we forget this. We feel like the anger is us in that now moment. We're observing the anger. You allow yourself space. You remind yourself you are the observer. You are not the overwhelm. You are not the experiences. You may feel like you're some of your experiences. You are the observer of the person going through from A to B, through time and space. That's what the 3D world is. We're moving through a point of observation. Breathing in, breathing out. Breath in, breath out. Tuning in to not just those emotions that you're observing any niggles, any aches, any pains that are in the body, any dis-ease that's there. You might be thinking, oh, I need to fidget this, I need to move that. It's fine. Most people think, oh, that means I'm not meditating. That means you are meditating when those thoughts pop up. That's the first step. So allow yourself to observe that, your awareness of that. Shift if you need to. If you become more aware of other sounds than others, like it's half term at the moment, I can hear my son in the other room. What can you hear in your household or wherever you are? What's the predominant sound? Is it just your breath? By tuning into the totality of our senses. So what can we hear? What's the loudest sound you can hear? What's the subtlest? You hear the sound of your breath as you're breathing? Is it just the sound of my voice? What noise is going on around? Is there lots of noise? Is it the silence? Is it quiet where you are? Exterior, outside of the house. Just the sound. Then become aware of your awareness of hearing that sound. And what is sound? Sound is a vibration that your ears are interpreting. That vibration, that banging in the eardrum. But some of us don't. Some of us might be lip reading. They're interpreting on another level. More with the sight, perhaps. If you've got your eyes open, then that will be the case. You'll be looking, you might be thinking and drawn to certain things in the room, certain colours, certain tones. If your eyes are closed, it might just be the light filtering in. And you heighten the other senses, maybe the smell of your shampoo, your face cream, or wherever you are, Really tune into your senses, focusing our mind, pinpoint focus. And the breath going in and out, and the body rising and falling. And what we're feeling. Allowing ourselves to feel. Don't push away, don't judge, thinking, oh, why am I feeling agitated? Or why am I feeling this? Or question. You may be feeling complete and utter peace. If you are, wonderful. You may be thinking, I feel so agitated, I can't relax. If you are, don't worry. Just be in awareness of whatever you're feeling and let go of having to shift it, or it be anything at all. And just feel into you in this now moment. And if you're not used to meditating, you've just done so for a good 10 minutes, which is really good. So if you're struggling, that's fine. And I've just made you aware of time. But we're going to just now go beyond time for a few moments or seconds. Tune back into your breath. Tune in to an image. I want you to imagine that you're standing, you're sitting, and around you is complete and utter darkness, absolutely pitch black. It's so dark you can't even see your own hands in front of you. But you're not afraid. But you're feeling safe and enveloped. In fact, you feel a sense of comfort, a womb-like space. Because the darkness is a space, it's space itself, it's beyond time. It's before the breath, it's that pause as you breathe in. It's the pause before you exhale out. The space between the space. The pause between the movement. The realization. Just before you get the thought. Just before you make the move. I want you to float there. Feel that you're so light. You not even feel a sense or see a sense. You're going beyond the senses. And going within deeper. First through your feelings, whatever they may be, in awareness of them, and then shifting that awareness and just letting go, just observing, be aware that you are the observer. So let go. Know that you are safe, I've got you. You are here anchored in this moment, in the body. All is well. And if you need to come back to the breath at any time, that's fine. But don't deliberately stay. If you start to drift and your mind starts to take you somewhere else, allow yourself to follow that. Follow that thought. See where it goes. Observe it. But I would pose a question for you to ask. In this now moment, what do I need to know? And listen. And it may not come here in this moment. It may come later in the day, later, hours later, maybe in the next few weeks. But I want you to trust that whatever you need to know will be shown, that's in line for your highest good. Breathing into that. And then, as a collective intention, for all those that meditate in this space, we call on guidance. We are open and receptive to all good, all that is within our highest. We are open to receiving that which we are ready for. And we are thankful for this now moment. And just to conclude, let's just bring that emotion of gratitude in by being thankful for this time that we've allowed for ourselves to create space, to clear for whatever we needed. It might have even been to fall asleep. And just to take a breath, take a breather from whatever it is we needed in our day, our month, our week. Remind us we can come here whenever we need. It doesn't have to be for this time. It can be for a minute distant moment by closing the eyes, putting our hands on our heart, in that pause between the exhale. We go back there. We're thankful for that time. Can't always be bringing in. We need to be letting go, surrendering. If you held your breath all in, you'd burst. So, same principle. You can't be blowing out when you stop breathing. It needs to be ebb and flow. But the pause in between is just as important. The shift, the subtle shifts in our day. The awareness, the observations of what we're thinking, what we're feeling. That pause, becoming aware, so then we can redirect or feel or move through it. Okay. Now, bring your hands together, rubbing your hands together. Think some friction, some heat in the hands, bringing them up over the eyes. Take a few deep breaths here. Bringing them over the ears. A few deep breaths here, if you can still hear me. And bringing one hand over the forehead, one hand behind. A few deep breaths there. The space between the hands, feel that space still there. And bringing them back down over the eyes. One more deep breath in. Letting anything else out. As you bring your fingertips over the eyes, so your fingertips are on your eyebrows. Start to open your eyes up behind, peeking through your fingers, allowing the light to come in, bringing your hands down into a prayer position or a mudra pose. Deep breath. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you for allowing me to hold space for you, show you how to create space for yourself. I hope you join me again next week, or do this meditation whenever you need to create space for yourself. You can take 20 minutes for yourself. You can do it in the bath, when you're in the bathroom. It's a good time if it's half term and you're a mummy out there. Or if you just got a lot going on at work, or to drift off to sleep so that you are allowing yourself that space. First thing in the morning, whenever's right for you. Thank you. Love and blessings for your day. And if you want to, just to add, even if it's not in the now moment, you're viewing this in 6 months' time. On my Instagram, there are the observing and connecting smaller, little more bite size. The first set in July of 2020 are slightly longer because I'm explaining more. Although if you've done this, you kind of got it. But at the moment, every day, I'm doing this just for 3 months. So throughout April 2022, 3 minutes a day, just to connect to how we just did, but observing and allow us that space in our day. You're welcome to join me. Thank you for your time. And if you want to have some Qigong in the mornings, every morning at 6:30, I'm currently doing Qigong from 6:30 a.m. till 7 on Telegram. So any stuff for that is on my channels and on Insta.